it'll be up on YouTube. So Debbie, this is a question for you. Debbie asked, how do I fix this situation? I won't go into all the details, but basically Debbie put herself through private school and took out a loan to pay, I presume it's semi-adult education, or else she's had to put herself through school. But she's taken quite a large student loan to get, I think, a fairly high level of funding. I think she might be for an MBA or something like that. She was having some issues at the time, some personal issues that I won't go into, but she wasn't working. She informed the bank that did the funding. I won't name the bank here, but it didn't seem to matter. Apparently she owes $24,000 and they say it's now due in full. She paid it down to $18,000, but because of these issues that she went through, the charges shot it back up to $24,000 in late fees and other miscellaneous fees. I would say the lender isn't being very nice to her, but they will accept payments of $700 a month until it's paid off. But unfortunately, Debbie's credit report will be in arrears, said, until it's paid off in full for 34 months. Well, I say to you this, Debbie, you've got yourself into some debt. You struck some personal problems, so couldn't pay the loan off. I would take the 36 months and pay it off at $700. All it will affect is your ability to make future borrowings. So for the next 36 months, concentrate on paying down debt, getting your financial house in order, saving money, and setting yourself up to purchase something as soon as your credit report is clear. The other way to do it, she says her FICO score will remain at 634 even if she does make the payments. I don't know anything about FICO scores. I'm not from this country. All I know is that when I arrived with the ability to borrow millions of dollars in other countries and the ability to borrow millions of dollars through commercial banks here, I still couldn't get myself a Gap credit card or a Home Depot credit card because my FICO score wasn't good enough. The FICO system stinks. That's all there is to it, but it's the best you've got, so we have to work around it. So Debbie, I would just say two things. One is try and pay the loan off. It will set you back 36 months, but focus on making money 101 activities and gear yourself up for making money 201 activities. And if you don't know what those are, go to my blog, 7million7years.com. Across the top are 2 pages called making some tabs across the top. Read all those tabs. It's well worthwhile. I will tell you that there's maybe one sneaky trick that you can try if it's really, really important to you to get out of this and pay the loan off earlier. And the sneaky trick is this. Go see an attorney who can talk to you about Chapter 7 and Chapter 13 bankruptcy. Get the attorney to write a letter to the financier telling them that you're going to be applying for bankruptcy. Check with the attorney with how legal this is and how moral and how ethical. Maybe they can convince the financier to accept a lower payment scheme or a quicker payment scheme or a lesser amount as a quick payment, and just evaluate your options whether that's worthwhile. Again, maybe a little bit sneaky, but if you're desperate, sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures. The one thing I will say though is if you are going into bankruptcy, you need professional advice. This is not the sort of site that can help you. Just keep reading, keep watching along, but do whatever your bankruptcy attorney tells you. But again, Debbie, I'm not recommending that for you as a strategy. I think you can afford to pay down the debt by the sounds of it. Just grit your teeth and bear it.